To him, the success of Pink's and all it's become to Los Angeles is a true tribute to his beloved parents. Richard Pink, owner of Pink's Hot Dogs, he is today's LA story. Hello, everyone, and welcome to a very special edition of LA Stories. I'm Giselle Fernandez, and if there was ever the quintessential LA story, this is it. We're in the home of Richard Pink, the owner of Pink's iconic hot dogs on Melrose and La Brea. In his family for over 8 decades. We're going to bring in your sister and your wife, Carmen, Gloria, and Beverly, because Richard says, I did not do this alone. I did it with the two queens, the pink queens of my life. I think people would think that you're going to the Barbie movie and all your pink. We are always pink. And you've got your pink bag, and you got your pink iPhone cover. This is so incredible. You built this together.
We did. We're a true family business. Family run and owned and operated for 83 years, from my mother and father to the next generation, Beverly, me, and my wife, Gloria.
Did you guys ever think, you'd be giving up everything to be in the hot dog business?
No, but we love it. Puts a smile on people's faces as soon as you mention it.
Chili dog, beignets, the best. Started in 1939, 83 years ago. My parents were out of work. They were looking for a job in the Citizen News, an old LA newspaper, and they ran across an ad for a hot dog cart. And my mom says, well, look, no one's hiring us. Why don't we buy this hot dog cart and go into business? My dad said, well, what do we know about the hot dog business? She says, what do you need to know? Everyone likes hot dogs. He says, well, how much is the hot dog cart? Well, it says $50. My dad said to my mother, where are we going to get the $50? My mother said her mother will loan us the money. And there was a site available for rent at the corner of La Brea and Melrose, where Pink's is today, all 83 years later. It was just weeds at the time, and it was an electric cart, so they had to plug it in. Fortunately, there was a hardware store about 100 yards away, so for the first 2 years, Pink's was fired up by a 100-yard extension cord plugged into a friendly hardware store's outlet.
And wasn't it your mom who said, we are the little hot dog stand that could?
Let me tell you, they really put all their energy into that little hot dog business. Hot dogs at the time they opened were selling for 10 cents. Cokes were a nickel. The rent on the property was $15 a month, which sounds absurdly low, but in those days it really meant something. They ran that hot dog cart for the next 2 years, and then 2 years later, the landlord raised their rent 67%. From $15 to $25, my parents said, we can't afford $25 a month in rent. What are we going to do? Fortunately, there was a Bank of America branch located right across the street, and they went over to the branch manager and they said, I think we can buy this property, but we need a loan. And the manager said to him, well, what collateral do you have? We don't have any collateral. We got a great hot dog. We got a hot dog cart. That's it. And he said, you know what? I eat lunch at your place every day. I don't want you to move. Where am I going to eat lunch? He said, I will take a risk on the two of you. They were in their late 20s at the time. And he loaned them the money to buy the property. It was $4,000. That's what land was going for back in 1941. My parents thought of it as a family business. They just wanted to put food on the table to support the family. In fact, my mother had another job as well. She was also working for her brother in the flour business. And so we grew up in both the flour business and the hot dog business. But, my mother wanted me in particular to go to college and become a professional. And I have an undergrad degree from UCLA, a master's degree from SC, and a law degree from Loyola. And I always say that's what it takes to run a hot dog stand today.
Boy, if I only knew. All right, ladies, you can sit down. We thank you so much.
You're on your own.
He's got this. He's got this. The story is legendary. But Pink's was not your parents' real name, was it?
No, my parents' real name, my father's name, back in the time that his father immigrated from Romania, was Pinkowitz. But if you're in Poland, because borders were changing all the time, it was Pinkovici. And so when they got to Ellis Island, they shortened it so somebody could spell it, and it became Pink. And nobody believes that actually the name Pink's Hot Dogs is a family name, but it is our family name.
And your mom was a star?
She was in the silence. She was playing in the orchestras behind the big screen in the silent days. She busked on the street for money with her violin. She was in a very famous movie with Helen Washburn, which was called Hungry Hearts.
When you think about what you've built because of their work ethic and their vision, what does it make you feel?
Extremely proud that, first of all, my mother, had a talent. She also had a talent in the flower business. She
was an entrepreneur.
She found her inner entrepreneur before most people did. And I used to say about my parents that they worked from dawn to exhaustion. It was rare that I would actually have dinner with both of them at the same time because somebody always had to be at the store. So they taught me a work ethic of complete dedication.
They were hands-on in every aspect and also loved the customers, which kind of they passed on to you, didn't they?
My father had a fabulous personality, and everybody knows him as one of a great person. He was such a character. He had a great sense of humor. He loved people. He would love to stand around the hot dog stand and talk to people. I mean, I grew up with kids that still remember my dad to this day, and they love him.
What do you think you most learned from them that you say you attribute the success of the business to?
I think the first thing is to make sure that the quality is always there.
The snap?
The snap in the hot dog is definitely what we're famous for. It's our signature item that brings people in. But, it wasn't always, successful. I mean, they started from scratch. And the bottom line is my dad often said, look, in the hot dog business, after 40 years, you begin to make a few bucks. So I tell other people going into business, be patient. And my parents were.
You were close to the studios. You got a lot of patrons, the movie stars, the executives, etc. And then all of a sudden, everyone was lining up for years. And that was just part of the experience, right?
They love being in line. It is a very positive, it's a great vibe. People say that they met their wife in line, they got engaged in line, they honeymoon every year, they come to Pink's. I think that my parents taught me, the importance of, first of all, of quality, the importance of treating your staff. Most of the staff at Pink's have been with us over 30 years.
Wow.
Look, there's very few things in LA as old as Pink's. I mean, we're like an archaeological find.
And the menu has changed over the years. You've gotten into the turkey dog, the chicken dog, the vegan dog. Have you expanded in all kinds of ways to meet the times?
Absolutely. I want every person's taste to be satisfied at Pink's. We've tried to turn Pink's hot dogs from a snack to a true meal. More than just a hot dog you think of with mustard and ketchup, but a true meal, a gourmet hot dog.
And it is, and they're this long, which is what I like. That's why they're a meal.
That 12-inch jalapeno dog is absolutely memorable.
In 1985, your parents started to feel they were too old to continue running it. So as you said, they turned and said to you all, if you guys don't run it, I guess we're just going to have to sell it.
That's right.
At what point did you go, I'm going to take this over and carry on the legacy?
Well, it was truly, as you said, it was the risk of losing this great business.
It was your identity growing up with it.
It was our identity. It was the city's identity. We had so many people that came to Pink's, grew up at Pink's. We just felt it could never change from what it is.
Was that a hard decision for you?
I was fortunate to rely on my wife and my sister while I still remained in the real estate investment business. But I had learned so much from that business that I could apply to the hot dog business. The most important value was to make sure that our customers were happy with the quality. And so the hot dog that you have at Pink's today is the hot dog my parents started.
When your parents, Paul and Betty, retired, was it hard for them?
Very hard. They were very hardworking people. And my mother, frankly, said it was the worst decision of her life.
Could she have kept going?
She could have kept going.
Was she a helicopter parent, like saying, no, don't do this with the business, or they really handed over?
She was extremely strong. She, if there was a tiger mom in my background,
this is yours.
She was that. I mean, listen, even growing up when I was in high school, I would say, oh, it's midnight, I should go to bed. And my mom would say, did you learn everything?